Every day is your birthday and I hit the flow. Every day is your birthday and I hit the flow. Every day is your birthday and I hit the flow. Hit the flow. I say hit the flow. Every day is your birthday and I hit the flow.
All right, man. So look, so the new song. Talk about the new song. Like you said, it's really the new Hello. And what made you come up with this concept?
Oh man, I was working on my album Hope Living, and then I decided to take a break from it. And then I said, everything I'm doing is not traditional, from the way I design, from the projects I mess with. And I just felt like the only thing that I was doing traditional was music and the way that I was putting it out and things like that. And I just wanted to change the whole structure of that.
Yeah.
I'm not with a major label, but I'm doing things bigger than if I was with a major label.
For real.
When you go to the movies, you're going to see the Everyday Birthday trailer before 007 or Flight come on.
Oh, yeah.
Endless promotions going on with that. And I just decided to put out moments, because when people look for Swizz Beatz, they look for having a great moment and having a great time with me, not necessarily a whole entire album.
Yeah.
But my thing is like, I'd rather give people moments, and then if they really want an album, we'll all know that it's time to put out an album,
right,
which I already have done as well.
It's funny you say moments, because it's like in your career, and me being a fan and watching your growth, there's been those moments for Swizz and hip hop. Like I can remember when Rough Riders Anthem first dropped.
Yeah.
And then another moment was Party Up.
Yeah.
And then it was on to the next.
Yeah.
And these are moments, know, and what are some of your favorite moments, like the ones I just mentioned, where you said, man, this is a game changer?
Man, I'll go on to the next,
Yeah,
because I just was reminiscing on how me and Jay's relationship started 14 years ago. And, I remember meeting him in his office, and I had my cassette, and I was with my uncle D, one of my uncles that started Rough Riders, and he gave Jay the cassette, and then Jay wanted every song off the cassette, which had If I Should Die, Coming to Age 2,
wow,
Money Cash, couple other ones on there. So it was like most of Hard Knock Life was on that.
Yeah.
On that cassette. And to be able to have that friendship with Jay from there, and to us getting a Grammy from on to the next one,
man,
it just made me look at things in a very special way, to be able to be so young, but to have so much knowledge and have so much fruit from our culture.
Yeah.
It's a great feeling.
Y'all have such a dope chemistry too, and at that time he was working with artists like Clark Kent and Primo, and you were such a different sound for him.
Yeah.
Did that excite the both of y'all, or were you guys nervous at that point? Like, how would this be taken?
I respect Jay for taking the risk, because a lot of people wasn't riding with our chemistry in the beginning, because it was so different. Say as Money Cash, where I'm just sliding my hand across the keyboard, but it gave that sound where he can melodically match a vocal up to dun 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 dun, and that's when all my choruses was matching the beats at that time.
Yeah.
So people was like, oh, they was more used to the samples, and so I got everybody out of the sample era with the whole Rough Riders movement, the whole J movement, all the stuff that I was doing, and it's hard for people to accept change in the beginning, but then I started birthing little Swizzies.
Right. Right, yeah.
A
couple little Swizzies out there.
Started birthing little Swizzies, which is cool, because, Pharrell, I remember Pharrell having a conversation with me saying that, him, Rockwell, and all of them was saying that, by you taking that risk, it opened up the doors for us to do what we really want to do. And then the Neptune sound came, and then Rockwell was able to be sonically crazy without being in that box of a sample, which
how hip hop has to sound and shit like that.
Yeah.
Man, and then fast forward 14 years later to last week, and there's Jay-Z performing in Ohio on to the next at the Obama rally, man. When you're watching that, and when you're watching that, what is that feeling like, man?
It's just like we did it again.
Yeah.
It's like, we did it again. But never let those moments make you not hunger for more.
Yeah.
Like my thing is, like, I'm always a student, and even with the accolades and stuff that I have already, I still feel that there's room to grow. And a lot of people like to they like to be, full of themselves and like of who they are and what they've done. It's like, okay, but what you doing now?
Yeah.
That's the biggest question.